My fellow Americans, welcome back to Ghosts of Alexandria. I'm your host, Alexander. And it's time. It's time to confront the truth. It's time to talk about the most important election of our lifetime. What? What is that, Johnson? It can't be. Well, guys, I've bringing it to you live. Breaking news from the high churches themselves. Apparently, the 2020 election has been the most important election since Adam and Eve. Now, listen, I understand the confusion. Adam and Eve, elections. Wasn't democracy made in such and such BC? No. It was actually Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve cast the first vote, believe it or not. You see, we were voting on a very important and, at the same time, transient issue. It was about a fruit. It was about a tree. It's very important. Unfortunately, Eve, an uninformed voter, listened to the snake. The serpent did not eat the fruit, just laughed in their faces as they voted to condemn humanity to eternal damnation. That's just what the high churches are telling me. I mean, honestly, I think they're wrong. I think the high churches are wrong because this election is definitely more important than that one, okay? The TV told me so, okay? I really want to tell you about this because it's amazing, okay? Right here from the Washington Post itself. The Washington Post. The same people, they're so serious, okay? They're so serious. Look at that font. Wow, what a beautiful font. Democracy dies in darkness. There you go. Fixed it, guys. Fixed it. Look at that. What a what a wonderful addition. Okay, so the Washington Post says Biden says Trump's lack of cooperation in the transition means, quote unquote, more people may die. Well, if Biden says it, it has to be true. I mean, die? More people? I mean, how do we know we're not already dead? What if, in fact, this is hell? Okay? We've all been damned, again, by the vote from Adam and Eve. We are dead. I am dead. I mean, I'm a ghost, so of course I'm dead. Let's read the article. President-elect Joe Biden on Monday spoke with business and labor leaders, and then delivered an address about the economy and his Build Back Better plan. He urged Trump to allow officials to work with the incoming administration on developing a coordinated response to the coronavirus pandemic. Very scary, guys. Arguing that the president's refusal to do so puts more American lives at risk. Well, you heard it here first. From Democracy Dies in the Darkness It Made, the Washington Post. I guess we're all going to die because the transition team is not transitioning in the way that the office of the president-elect would have liked. Michelle Obama herself has provided us with the greatest commentary any woman has ever given. A truly stunning and brave Michelle Obama. She has provided us with the clarity and the enlightenment that is required to heal our great land. Perhaps we can just vote our sin away as well and return to the Garden of Eden, where we can all celebrate in blissful ignorance of the knowledge of good and evil, or red and blue, you know. She says, this isn't a game. Holy shit. I had no idea. You know, because based off of the behavior of both sides and the sportsman-like tribalism, I would have never guessed this wasn't a game, because this looks exactly like a game. Should we read this? Guys, should we read this? You know what? Fuck it. We're going to read it. The Instagram post comes as... No, fuck it. Never mind. We're not going to read it. We're not going to read it. That's too stupid. It comes from Instagram? Are you serious? You wanted me to take you seriously, Michelle Obama? I cannot believe you would dare say this isn't a game. What a lie. What a liar. Why do they always have to lie to us? Okay, this is a game. This is exactly like Minecraft, I swear. We have another one. No, don't look at the ads. Listen to this. Trump supporters plan rallies in Washington, D.C. Experts warn extremists may attend. Wow. Uh, uh, in even more breaking news, in democracy, some people disagree with each other. Ooh. What a joke. What a joke. Now, why did I read the headlines to these retarded articles? Why did I do this? Why would I put you through such a mind warping experience? Well, I'll explain. I've just been recovering from this election. Why mention it? Why show you these mind-bending articles with such concentrated amounts of facts and logic? Well, it's a commentary, perhaps. Maybe I'm a bit annoyed at the election results. Shockingly, not because of the election itself, but because of people and how they're so damn predictable. So predictable. What was the left saying? This entire time, Trump is a threat to democracy. Everything's very scary. The right wing is going to send us into our Orwellian age of the Handmaid's Tale. Oh no, very scary. Right? They've been bitching and moaning and groaning and throwing a hissy fit over this the entire time. That right wing ascendancy in the political sphere is indicative of some great fall of the democratic process. That after this election, if Trump wins, the United States will never be the same. It's as everything's gonna fall apart. We will have damned ourselves for sure to the neon gods. No, not the neon gods. I'll show you that in a bit, okay? And they've been saying this the whole time. And what do conservatives do? What do they do? We've been joking. We've been mocking them the whole time that they put way too much weight on elections. That the presidency is like a figurehead, kind of. And that, believe it or not, the executive power doesn't exactly work in the way that, people expect him to. He's not God. After all this time, what do they do? What do they do? They start bitching and moaning. Trump lost, allegedly, probably, more than likely, guys. He lost. Anyone can say a plethora of reasons why he lost. Maybe he was, at the end of the day, just not the best speaker. Maybe we can swallow our pride and just admit, look, he just didn't appeal to the general audience. He appealed to us internet savants, surfers of the web. Perhaps we can say that, but no, because we live in fucktopia, okay? Because we live in the darkness we made. I guess we have to say that the entire system was rigged from the beginning. Voter fraud. The election was stolen by the CIA. And unfortunately, a mob boss from Philly will save us from our wicked ways. The Orange Messiah has been dethroned. America slips into darkness. This was, in fact, the most important election. I don't get it. Why? Why did you do this? Why must you do this to me? Why must I constantly hear boomers bitching and moaning that Trump lost? Again, probably. I just put in asterisks. I'll just put an asterisk every time I say Trump lost. Asterisks. I just don't get it. I just don't understand. We're better than this. As people who are somewhat versed in the Constitution, people who look on an economic basis on, the history of America, the dollar didn't inflate overnight. It took 100 years to lose 98% of its value. Okay? It took a whole century. But no, apparently, with the corpse in chief, America is just never going to be the same. We've lost all traditional values, and since I can't root for my orange messiah, nothing really matters at the end. Wah. Why did you even believe in this to begin with? What did you think was going to happen? You know, it's either Trump won or he lost. There's not many options. Indicative of democracy, you know, there's only two options for everything. Every facet of your life is categorized into two options, yay or nay. Guys, seriously, stop. It's going to be okay. If Biden, we have the Senate, probably, again, asterisks, we've gained in the House. Everything's going to be okay. Biden is not going to ruin the world. I mean, bitch, moan all you want. You know, the gematria value of Biden's name divided by pi is actually 666. And he is the Antichrist incarnate. The man who can barely speak a sentence is apparently going to usher in the great New World Order. We're all going to, you know, this specifically reminds me of, like, the super conservatives, you know, and by super, I mean retarded. And by conservatives, I mean heathens. You know, all the QAnon people who were basically said, you know, fuck Jesus Christ and shit. And in fact, the Orange Man is our Messiah. He's going to rid the whole world of all the evil. Okay, he's going to save us. He's going to save us from ourselves. Really, the single man who can save us from our sins is Donald J. Trump. Okay? They've been having a clusterfuck of a time. Okay? Because there's basically two narratives going down. Right? One is Trump and the secret patriotic, infiltrators of the deep state. They have actually... Trump wanted to lose, you know, because you win when you lose, by the way. Wink, wink, okay? Trump losing was part of the plan. Trust the plan, brethren. Let's all hold hands and sing Kumbaya and talk about how gold is actually a really fitting accent to just slaughter over every square inch of your house. Okay? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. How... Anyway, so he either planned to lose so he could win, of course, right? He's gonna put everyone in jail from as a private citizen. Actually, he realized that the presidency was too steeped in the deep state, or the alternate thing where he's actually gonna win in the end. Okay, he's gonna win. Don't worry, he's going to win. He's planning to win. We're gonna stop all the votes. Every vote will be determined to actually have been non-valid. Every single vote. Except Republicans' vote, of course. Those were valid. They're only going to need one vote. They'll get one vote from, like, Topeka, Kansas, okay? They'll have a single vote for Trump. And then all the other votes in the entire United States are going to be dismissed. But seriously, like there are ideological civil wars going on right now. Just based off of the election results. Guys, you gotta relax. You gotta calm down. I want you to do an exercise, okay? Who was it? Ronald Reagan? Someone said it. I think it was Reagan. It's like, you know, his big pitch was, you know, are you better off now than you were 4 years ago, right? Remember the 56% of Americans, you know, agreed, or 54, or whatever number, right? I want you to think about this. Has your life changed really all that much since Trump has been in office? Other than now it's just really controversial to talk about anything, right? Has your personal life... I don't want you... Stop thinking of the internet, okay? The internet doesn't exist. It's a myth, okay? It's a myth perpetuated by the deep state, okay? I want you to just think about it. I want you to consider to yourself, has Trump really affected my life? But seriously, your life's not going to change that much with Biden. Maybe your taxes may go up. Maybe not. Who knows? Okay? It doesn't, just relax. It's okay. It's okay. This election was not more important than the previous election, or the election before that, or the last 57 elections. You know? I mean, I know that's before the United States was even a thing, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Do you understand? Anyway, I guess that's all. I'll leave it. I'll leave it with this clip about neon gods and the absolute audacity of idiots all over the world. Let's go. We gotta go. We gotta go to 420. Okay. We gotta go. Oh boy. Okay. I just want you to listen to this, and then I'll give you my farewell speech.
Ballots as Joe Biden's. The Republican senators who are still silent about Biden's win, they're enablers too. And here is the list. We're going to leave this up for a second because it is rather long. But if a GOP senator is not named Romney, Sass, Murkowski, or Collins, they're on this list, where the sound of silence is more abundant than that Simon and Garfunkel song where the duo wrote about silent masses who didn't use their voices. Quote, "And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made," end quote.
You know, at the end of the day, I think we can all just admit, I think we can all just democratically vote it in, We all just hold hands, put in our papers in the ballot, and just declare that democracy was a mistake. What an idiot! What an idiot! The neon god. I'm sure that's exactly what they meant in that song. I'm positive that in The Sound of Silence, that is exactly what they meant. The neon gods. They actually meant these kind of, almost unknown politicians, right? I'm sure it had nothing to do with rampant international capitalist consumerism. No, never. I'm sure this woman is the incarnation of resistance, okay? I just want to remind you, okay? This is what happens when we put way too much weight in an election. Curse the day Wilson was born. That's all I have to say. Curse the day Wilson was born. Also, I think I'm going to end this now, based off of the annoyance that this entire situation has brought, where everyone was strong and powerful until their candidate didn't win, and now everyone's a little bitch. Okay, I'm calm. I'm calm again. I'm sorry.